Far, far away, in a peaceful little village that rested at the foot of a hill, lived a curious boy named Arav. Arav was known for two things: his big smile and his even bigger questions. He wondered why clouds changed shapes, why fireflies glowed, and how birds flew without ever getting tired. But most of all, he wondered about the wind. To Arav, the wind was the most magical thing in the world. He could feel it, he could hear it, but he could never see it. And so, every day, Arav would climb to the top of the hill, close his eyes, spread his arm, and whisper.
Wind, where do you go? What stories do you carry?
One evening, as the sky turned purple and gold, Arav sat on the hill, watching the last rays fade. Just then, a soft, swirling sound filled the air. The wind blew stronger, dancing in circles, lifting leaves into spirals. Arav laughed and said,
Are you playing today?
but suddenly something strange happened. The swirling wind became brighter, almost glowing, and from the spinning air, a tiny blue feather drifted down and landed gently in Arav's palm. Arav stared at it, amazed.
A feather? From you?
The wind whispered, so soft, so light, it felt like it was speaking inside his heart. And the wind whispered,
Borrow it, little one, and listen.
the moment Arav grasped the feather, the whole world changed. He could hear things he had never heard before. The rustling leaves were not just rustling anymore, they were laughing. The river wasn't just flowing, it was humming a lullaby. Even the quiet stones whispered stories of footsteps that had passed long ago. Arav gasped.
I can hear everything the wind hears.
With each passing hour, the feather showed him new wonders. He heard the secrets of the forest, the songs birds never sang aloud, and the wishes of flowers blooming at night. Arav felt like the luckiest boy in the whole wide world. But as the night turned to morning, Arav made a mistake. He wanted to show everyone the magical feather. He ran through the village, proudly announcing.
Look! The wind gave me a feather! I can hear its stories!
Children followed him curiously, elders frowned, some laughed and called it make believe. Arav did not notice the sky growing still, the leaves stopping their dance, the air becoming heavy. The wind had stopped blowing, not even a breeze. Days passed, the air turned hot and unmoving. The crops drooped, the wells dried faster, people grew restless. The villagers gathered around Arav.
You borrowed something sacred. Return it, child.
Arav looked at the feather in fear. He hadn't realized by borrowing from the wind, he had taken away its freedom. Determined to fix his mistake, Arav ran towards the hill where the wind had gifted him the feather. The air felt heavier with each step. Climbing up, he whispered.
Wind, I'm sorry. I didn't understand.
When he reached the top, he held the feather out with trembling hands and said,
Please, Take it back. The world needs you.
But there was no sound, not even a rustle. Arav closed his eyes, let a tear roll down, and placed the feather on the ground. Arav said softly.
I won't force you. I'll wait.
He sat there the whole night, alone, still, and eventually fell asleep. And then, just before dawn, a soft breeze kissed his cheek. Arav opened his eyes. The feather began to glow, brighter and brighter. And in a swirl of blue and silver, it rose into the sky. The wind had returned. A strong, joyful gust of wind rushed across the hill. It twirled around Arav, fluttering his hair, circling him like a hug. And the wind whispered.
You listened and you learned.
Arav smiled through his tears and said,
I won't borrow you again. Not even a feather.
The wind said,
You don't need to. Whenever you want to hear my stories, just close your eyes and I'll come.
Arav closed his eyes. A soft breeze brushed against him, and he understood something important. The wind cannot be held. Its stories cannot be owned. They can only be felt. From that day on, Arav still climbed the hill every morning, but he never asked the wind for gifts again. Instead, he simply said,
My friend, tell me what you've seen today.
and the wind always answered, with a song, with a laugh, with a story carried from far, far away. So, the moral of the story is some gifts are meant to be shared, not owned, and nature's magic belongs to everyone.